Today I'm grooming a Shih Tzu. His name is Leo and he is about 12 years old. He's been coming here since he was a puppy. He comes about every couple months. I'm starting his grooming with a bath, conditioner, and blow dry. I want him to be nice and clean when I start his haircut. But first we have a bonus video. Here's a quick shot of my Basset Hound puppies yesterday bothering me when I'm working on my shed. It's the first time in the shed, so they were a little scared to come in at first, but once they came in, they wouldn't leave. He's almost dry, but I'm going to go ahead and use this fan just to help him dry as we go. I want him to be dry so the blade will go through his hair easier. His mother likes him really short in the summer, so he's getting a number 10 blade all over with a little short beard and a little bit of hair left on his tail. When the blade gets jammed up with hair, I use my toothbrush just to pull the hair out. Kind of like a lawnmower when you're cutting the grass and the grass is wet. It'll jam up your lawnmower just like the clipper blade. I'm shaving his belly out with a number 10 blade also, nice and short under here. So it's kind of hard to shave the legs with a 10 blade because of the bones. So when I'm using a 10 blade on the body, I like to come back with a 7 blade in reverse just on the legs. It's a smoother look. And it seems to be safer than trying to jam a 10 blade down the bones of the leg. It's kind of hard to explain. I hope that makes sense. Now I'm just brushing his tail out with my slicker brush. Taking about half off and just trimming up along the bottom. So this guy doesn't like to stand up, so I have just the thing for him, my plastic bowl. He has back dew claws. Dew claws are just little side nails that stick out the back ankle, and they're very easy to cut off by accident if you're not careful. So I'm just trimming up his back ankles with my scissors and trimming up between his toes. Nail trimming is included in all the dogs that I groom. And it's really hard to get in that back dew claw because it's so little, so I use my tiny little cat clippers to cut that nail. I'm just finishing up shaving around his neck with my 10 blade. So this guy has allergies. You can tell by his feet because they're all brown. He also has very red ears and they smell very bad, probably an ear infection, no thanks to his allergies. I'm shaving the inside of his ear out with my 10 blade also. So I got to get all the hair out of the way so I can clean them properly. Shih Tzus grow hair in their ears and it needs to be pulled out. And most groomers do that when they're groomed. Not all, but most groomers will pull that out. It helps keep the ears dry and from too much moisture going down in there. I'm trimming up his eyebrows with my slightly curved scissors. And carefully shaving the corners of his eyes out very lightly with my 30 blade. 30 blade is very sharp, so you have to be careful. If they move at all, you could cut them. Plus, a lot of Shih Tzus have little wrinkles right in the corners of their eyes. So I pull the skin back tight and the hair will pop out. I'm using my comb to comb all his hair down, make sure there's no tangles in it. Then I'm using my straight scissors to trim right along the bottom. And I'm using my curved scissors to round it off. I'm using my curved chunkers just to blend it in to make it look more natural. I'm cleaning his ears out, pulling the hair out, and his ears do smell awful, so I'm pretty sure he's got an ear infection going in there. I'm pulling his bottom lip tight so the hairs pop out and I can just snip those pieces off. If not, later they'll pop out and his beard will look uneven. Something funny about this guy, he's a Shih Tzu and he's supposed to have an underbite. And if his mouth looks a little funny, It's because he does not have an underbite. He actually has an overbite, which is not the correct mouth for a Shih Tzu. Okay, so we're almost done, and I like to go over them one more time at the end of the grooming, make sure that there's no hairs out of place. And if you made it this far, can you put dogs in the comment section and let me know you watched the whole thing? I'd appreciate it. I like to spray them all down with conditioning spray at the end of their grooming, knock off all those loose hairs, and wipe his head off. And I get a little bit of water and wipe their eyes out too. Make sure that there's no little itchy hairs in the corner of their eyes, because they will go home and scratch. Alrighty, here's the big moment. He gets dressed up in his little tie-on dog bandana. I make all the bandanas for the dogs that I groom. I sew them and they look really nice. I have a bunch of 4th of July dog bandanas I'm going to be using soon. Alright, here he is, all finished. He's got a nice fluffy tail, a nice short body, and a little beard on his face, even though he has an overbite. Thanks for watching.